evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. It's the Animated Wrestling League. Let's get it on. AWL Hontai starting off with a fight for 4. Much like you saw at AWL Strong and Free last Friday, we're looking to fill out the AWL Best 4, the top 4 rankings, those eligible to challenge for the Grand Championship. And this is the ultimate case of size versus speed. It's Sonbou no Yaiba of the Pit versus the Young Dragon, Wyvern. 2 of the best win-loss records in AWL Hontai. Going at it, and of course the Demon Gisei at the bottom of your screen in the corner of Sonbou no Yaiba. Now the question, conspicuous by his absence, where is Gambahishi Dark? Nobody has seen him since he lost the AWL Grand Championship to Matt Classic Sr. at the Golden War. Speaking of Matt Classic Sr., speaking of the Grand Champion, he is in the building tonight. The floating champion, able to appear on any show. And he is going to be here for the AWL Champion Showcase as Sonbou no Yaiba brings Wyvern in the hard way, and this could be a very quick match. 1. No, Sonbou no Yaiba not able to keep Wyvern down. Didn't hook the leg there, that may have been part of it, but Wyvern getting absolutely pummeled, pillar to post here. Deadlift, sit-out powerbomb. Sonbou no Yaiba, this guy is just scary, scary strong. And again with the choke slam, oh, right into the ropes. When I say scary, that's what I mean by scary. Sonbou no Yaiba is seriously going to hurt somebody one of these days, and he's going to do it with this move, the powerbomb toss. He's doing it, yeah. Powerbomb toss right into the ropes! And the neck of Wyvern slinking down those ropes like a xylophone. 2 minutes in, that could be it. The referee slow to the count. 1, 2, 3. No! A little bit of luck there. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. A little bit slow on the count. Maybe just out of shock at the damage done to Wyvern's neck. And Wyvern not standing right now. Sonbou no Yaiba going up top. Big, oh, knees! Knees, knees, knees! He got the knees up! Sonbou no Yaiba went out of the playbook. And Hurricane Rana! Taught to him by the master of the Hurricane Rana, the original AWL Dragon. And now, going down for a headlock. Drop down, grab a hold. Why not? Sonbou no Yaiba, you're not going to outpower him, you're not going to outmuscle him, but you can certainly out-wrestle him. Sonbou no Yaiba in only his 2nd year as an AWL wrestler. Wyvern, part of the bumper crop of 2015 rookies. So 7 years in, he's a veteran at this point. How long are we going to call him the Young Dragon? And up, down, around, DDT! Using all of your body weight to create momentum. And Wyvern, representing the new generation, at least that's what he was called, Shinjidai Sunrise! And I don't think he's got the hands quite clasped there. No, he did not. And that was the difference between 2 and 3. Wyvern going for it one more time. I think he's going to go for a second Shinjidai Sunrise. Going around, got him. Hisatsu Waza Shinjidai Sunrise, and yes, he's got the grip. He's got the grip stacked up high. 1, 2, 3. And another defeat for the forces of the Pit. Here at AWL Hontai. Let's take a look at that again. Up, down. Grab him down. 1, 2. That was the kick out. One more, and it would be enough.
On the newest number of the AWL Best 4, Wyvern!
And Gisei not as happy as he likes to pretend. Let's take a look at the updated Best 4 rankings. Number 1 contender, Project Tetsu of the Augments. Chiba Akagi, the Submission Experts, and the former tag team partners, the Spirit Dragons, in the 3rd and 4th position. Congratulations. Hang on. Okay, I'm being told something's happening backstage. We've got our security cameras on it. We're going to take you to that right now. A brawl has broken out backstage between Satoshi Tobu and the AWL Intercontinental Champion Kyojin Kobayashi, who will be part of that Champion Showcase tag team match in our main event tonight, or at least he's scheduled to be, where the Grand Champion and the Intercontinental Champion will team up against the tag team champions. All 4 champions, 4 belts, 3 titles represented in our main event tonight. But right now you're seeing our security camera footage here We're trying to keep action here. We don't let our camera crews go backstage because, quite frankly, it's dangerous. Seeing a shot from inside the men's locker room now. Okay, for those of you who haven't been following, Kyojin Kobayashi, the tall guy, he beat Satoshi Tobu for the Intercontinental Championship at the Golden War pay-per-view. Wait a minute! Oh! A pump handle suplex there by the Giant, and the medium leg lariat ducked under it. And, face first into somebody's locker. Okay, do these guys realize we rent this building? We don't actually own these lockers. Kyojin Kobayashi defeated Satoshi Tobu for the Intercontinental Oh no. Oh, back elbow! He got out of it! Cross body block! And then after, I should say, Kyojin Kobayashi's first defense of the title, first successful title defense, Satoshi Tobu attacked from the crowd. That was last week, I believe, but this is different. This is going above and beyond. If you want to fight the guy, fight him in a wrestling match. But I can tell you right now, the AWL commissioner is not going to give Satoshi Tobu a championship match based on this. This kind of behavior more likely to get you fined, suspended, or just fired than it is to get you a title shot here in the Animated Wrestling League. But Kyojin Kobayashi dealing with his business with the Dominator, as we're going to try to get some control back there, and we're going to move back to the ring. We've got a tag team match ready to go. The Flying Yukis, Hiroyuki Shota and Flash Nobuyuki on the left-hand side of your screen, and the newly minted team of Hoennoyama and Ikemen Taro on the other side. And for some reason, the very kind assistants of Zaidan J have made their way to ringside. They seem to be surrounding the ring. They don't appear to be on anybody's side necessarily. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But your legal fighters in this match right now, Hiroyuki Shota and Ikemen Taro. Let's see if you know what an Ikemen is, a pretty boy, a beautiful boy, you can tell who's who here. The referee trying to get a clean break in the ropes there, barely getting it. Neckbreaker, swinging neckbreaker by Hiroyuki Shota, the technician of the Flying Yukis, former AWL World's Tag Team Champions. Both looking to pick up a point in the tag team division. Trying to pick up a victory here because, as I've said many times before, the win-loss records in the tag team division reset every season. Coming into this match, the team of Hoennoyama and Ikemen Taro currently 1-1, whereas the Flying Yukis 0-1 in tag team action this season so far, and a beautiful head scissors to escape a prone position opposite the retired sumo wrestler Hoennoyama. Hoennoyama, one of the recent generation of smaller, shorter, more athletic sumo wrestlers, not really relying on bulk and power, but on skill and technical ability. Drop toe hold into an elbow drop. Simple, elementary tag kogeki in my opinion, but effective nonetheless. Oh, big backsplash in the knees, right to the back. It's a Flash Nobuyuki. The showier, the more sports entertaining of the two. As we got a 15-minute time limit, as is standard in AWL tag team matches. I've been told that we do have security personnel backstage. They have separated the two combatants that we saw on the security camera footage earlier. The AWL both have been, let's see, what were you telling me? What was that? Okay, Satoshi Tobu, the attacker, has been removed from the building, and right now it's debatable whether or not he's going to return to the AWL. As for Kyojin Kobayashi, he's currently being checked over by the AWL medical team, and our chief medical officer, Dr. Marcus Feelgood, is on the case. We're going to see if Kyojin Kobayashi will be able to compete in our main event, the Champion Showcase match, a little bit later. So we'll have more news for you on that as we get it. But right now we're going to focus on this tag team contest. Hoennoyama, Flash Nobuyuki, Hoennoyama in enemy territory right now. Irish Whip, and somebody threw a chair into the wing that had to have been one of the very kind assistants. I'm not entirely sure why. What are they doing out here? They don't work for either of these teams. What's going on here? Anyway, Whip out of the corner and going for the bonsai drop. If you're a sumo in professional wrestling, you have to do this move. It's a matter of law. 1, 2, and the breakup attempt not effective. The shoulders were down the entire time. I saw that. So that's a victory for Hoennoyama and Ikemen Taro. Cool.
Here are your winners, Hoennoyama and Ikemen Taro!
Congratulations to these two young wrestlers still trying to find their feet on the AWL main roster here in AWL Hontai. But working. This is working. This tag team is working. A victory that actually puts them, +1 in the tag team rankings. Well done. Speaking of tag teams, we have two tag teams that fought to a 15-minute draw last week. I say we need a rematch because somebody's got to settle this thing. So we're shifting over to the Joshi Tag Team Division.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall in the Joshi division. Introducing first, making their wooden ring from the human psyche, the original tag team, Yin Yang!
Yin and Yang, the first tag team ever hired by the Animated Wrestling League, Season 0 Originals. They retired from the AWL once, so we were no longer allowed to do intergender matches, but they came out of retirement when we announced the formation of the Joshi Tag Team Division. So you got the backstory there. Up next, two of the only foreigners to remain in Japan here at AWL Hontai after the brand split.
And their opponents, making their way from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, and Emily Nagasaki. Together they are UK Gen 2!
A pair of second-generation British wrestlers, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, the child of Mr. Smooth, Johnny Kidd, and Emily Nagasaki, the daughter of the legendary Kendo Nagasaki, or at least one of the men to have borne that mantle over the years. Half British, half Japanese, makes her home here in the Tokyo area. And a bit of a switch up. Usually it's Jessica Kidd who starts off for UK Gen 2. This could be a strategic choice. These teams have already wrestled to a 15-minute time limit draw, meaning nobody won, nobody lost. But we really did need to settle this, so buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. This could go on for a while. Trying to get a clear victor in the opening salvo, the Tachiai. And a takedown by Yin, the more technical of the Yin and Yang twins. Kick to the midsection, and running knee lift right to the face. Down she goes. And now going for the Pentagon breaker. And I don't think that's going to fully snap the arm, but that's going to do a lot of damage. You could dislocate a shoulder, you could break an arm with that. And either way, it just really hurts as both women now coming out to the outside of the ring. The referee begins the 20 count. Traditional Japanese wrestling rules applying in all branches of the Animated Wrestling League, Hontai, and Strong and Free. Okay, I just heard, yes, the Intercontinental Champion Kyojin Kobayashi has been cleared to compete in our main event tonight. So it's going to be Matt Classic Sr., the Grand Champion, teaming up with the Intercontinental Champion Kyojin Kobayashi versus Tiger Mask W. Tiger Mask 2, Tiger the Dark, the AWL Tag Team Champions of the World. And that's going to be our star-studded main event tonight. This match, our semi-final. So a little bit of a close shave there, getting the okay from the medical team, but we are going to have our main event, Irish Whip, double hip toss. And the tag is made. Emily Nagasaki leaves the ring, and here comes the World of Sports style professional, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, daughter of Johnny Kidd, who's been raised her from the cradle to be one of the best wrestlers in the world. And now going for a very simple grab of the leg, grab of the double toe hold here, it looks like. And of course, she grew up used to the World of Sport rules, the round system. We do bring that out every once in a while here in the AWL, but only as a stipulation match. Standard wrestling rules apply here. That we've got essentially it's one fall to a finish, and no timeouts, no breaks, no rounds. Takedown by Yang, as we've got Emily Nagasaki back in the ring, right hand. Oh, and that's how you do a right hand. Yin and Yang gonna have a serious height advantage over Emily Nagasaki, but not necessarily a power advantage. Emily Nagasaki, I've said for years, 10 pounds of muscle in a 5-pound bag, running knee into the corner, and notice how they are now firmly in the Yin and Yang side of the ring. Yin and Yang successfully cutting off the ring. Kick to the midsection by Emily Nagasaki, and cross body block. Using all of that weight to her advantage. Irish whip back into the ring, and back across the ring, into her own corner. And there's the tag, and when they do that forearm tag, they're thinking they're finishing their tag team signature maneuver. Britannia! Britannia rules the waves, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you don't want to finish that line because it gets really, really icky. Now seriously, listen to the song Rule Britannia. It's got some really interesting and cringe-inducing lyrics. But it's a cool name, so we go with it. 11 minutes left on the clock, plenty of time. If this goes to another 15-minute draw, I don't know what we're going to do. The commissioner's going to have to come up with something to settle this. And going right now, Isatsuwaza, duality driver! The duality driver of Yin and Yang, perfectly positioned away from the ropes, but not enough to get that final and fatal 3-count registered. Yang in a dominant position right now. Lariat. Double lariat, ducks under a lariat of her own, and boom! Again, the clothesline, the lariat, whichever version you like to use, you learn this like week 1 of wrestling school. Like day 1 is how to run the ropes, day 2 is how to take a bump, day 3, that's at least the first offensive move you learn is the clothesline, is the lariat. And inverted DDT counter.
5 minutes past.
1/3 of the way through the time limit now. Irish whip back into the Yin Yang corner. Tag Kogeki opportunity. Yes, it is. The tag is made. And here we go. The sisters, closer than sisters from the human psyche, pulling out Isatsuwaza, the Psyche Slam. Tag team Isatsuwaza, tag Kogeki, the Psyche Slam for the 1, 2. And that had to be broken up by Emily Nagasaki. And Yin, not horribly happy with what happened, as the referee tries to get control of the situation. Yin and Lady Smooth are your legal combatants at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Pulling back up, and arm ring by Yin, looking for some kind of an advantage here, but not getting it. European uppercut, no striking with a closed fist from Lady Smooth. She's above that. Collar and elbow tie up, dead center of the ring, push away by Yin, trying to create some space that she can control, and she does so in the neutral corner. Now Yin in the dominant position, and the spin kick, dare I say it, vintage Yin and Yang. And hey, if it goes back to season 0, and this is season 19, it's vintage, I can call it that. And here we go, power bomb. Yes, simple power bomb. Very well delivered by Yin, and going back into the corner, we're maybe thinking another Psyche Slam. Are we? Yes, we are. Psyche Slam number 2. The last time it had to be broken up by Emily Nagasaki. How about this time? Isatsuwaza, tag Kogeki, the Psyche Slam. From the original tag team from the human psyche. 1, 2, and again another breakup. This time, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, not very quick back to her feet. Snap suplex by Yin on the... Wait a minute! Playing possum, perhaps! As Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd takes a quick breather on the outside. To get her strength back, I think. And here we go, octopus hold. In Japan, it's called the Manji Gatame, but a great counter by Yang. Getting out of one of the most famous submission holds in all of Japanese wrestling. Running knee lift from the white knees of Dover. Yin and Yang in a bit of trouble here, and Emily Nagasaki, yeah, I think she's thinking white knees of Dover. That's her personal finishing maneuver, but no, Yang saying absolutely not, and transitioning perfectly to the half crab, but right in the rope. The referee sees it, calls for the rope break. Well spotted by AWL senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. And no, again in the ropes. Yin and Yang having some ring positioning problems here. I think from here, if she rolls in the right direction, she might be able to do it. Yang looking for a submission victory. No, Uraken! Uraken, the spinning back fist. The Uraken. And now the running knee lift countered by Lady Smooth. Jessica Kidd ducks under the shot, but not the second one. These two teams have wrestled for over 20 minutes in the last 2 episodes of the Animated Wrestling League. They know each other inside and out at this point. Tag made, another Psyche Slam, the third of the match, and all of them have been to Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd. Tag Kogeki, Psyche Slam, tag team attack. And there's the cover. Can Emily break it up again too? Yes, she can. Yin and Yang not great on the defense tonight. They're going to have to drill that over the next couple of weeks as we continue looking for new challengers for the AWL Joshi Tag Team titles currently held. Back elbow currently held by Tiger and Bunny. Great fireman's carry takeover by Lady Smooth. Very proud, patriotic British lass, if you will. As you can tell from the copious number of Union Jacks on her outfit, on her ring gear. Kick to the midsection and blocked. You cannot win the match on the outside, but you can certainly lose it. As Yin takes advantage here, Irish whip back into the corner tag. No, and an aggressive move out of the corner. She could just move out of the way, but no, it says up, vertical soup. No! Whoa, wait, roll up! Roll up out of nowhere, out of the powerbomb counter for the 3! Emily Nagasaki not able to get there in time. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you counter the interference of the cover.
Here are your winners, Yin and Yang!
And at the end of that match, Yin and Yang just out-wrestled UK Gen 2. Brilliant work. Well, it was touch and go. We didn't know if we were going to have this match, but we are ready. Everybody's been cleared to wrestle, so there's been enough talking. It's time for the main event, and that does not sound good coming out of my mouth. This is a long-standing tradition in the Animated Wrestling League. The Champion Showcase. Tag Team Champions versus Singles Champions.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It's scheduled for 1 call, 1 submission and knockout to decide the winner. And it is the Champions Showcase! Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the unified school of the Tiger Style. They are the reigning Animated Wrestling League Tag Team Champions of the World. Tiger Mask 2, Tiger Sadaku, Tiger Mask W!
Most title defenses of a single reign with 7. Your champions, Tiger Mask W. Titles, of course, not on the line here, but a whole lot of pride in your division. Because, in the end, these are 2 singles wrestlers. They're not a tag team. That's why you had the NR on the title graphic. It means not registered. As great as these individuals are, they're not a team.
And their opponents, introducing first, making his way to the ring from the land of the giants. He is the reigning Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, Kyojin Kobayashi.
Well, he almost didn't make it to the match, but Kyojin Kobayashi, after one hell of a warm-up, literally dominating Satoshi Tobu, literally hitting him with the Dominator, Kyojin Kobayashi, the Intercontinental Champion with 1 of 5 title defenses under his belt, or on his belt, will team up with the man that he hopes to challenge for that Grand Championship if he completes the road less taken. We talked in our first match about the AWL Best 4. There is one other way to challenge for the Grand Championship: 5 successful defenses of the IC title. And now who's coming out next is, of course, the champ, the champion of the Animated Wrestling League.
And his partner, making his way to the ring from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear, he is the reigning Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, the inventor of professional wrestling, Matt Classic.
Matt Classic, the oldest active professional wrestler in the world today, certainly one of the greatest, easily the most influential wrestler of all time, coming into this match with a record of 66 wins and 37 losses in the Animated Wrestling League, a ratio of plus 29, and he is the AWL Grand Champion. It's the old adage of professional wrestling: 2 great men will always lose to 1 great team. We put that to the test once again in the Champion Showcase, and look at the vertical leap on Tiger Mask 2, getting a Hurricane Rana on a giant like Kyojin Kobayashi. Well over 7 foot tall. And someone did actually teach him that, believe it or not. Roll out of the ring, double roll out, caught up in the ropes a little bit there, and Tiger Mask able to take advantage. This is a standard rules match, so count-outs certainly apply. The referee at the 2 count now, kick to the midsection. Nice sweep of the leg by Tiger Mask 2, able to take down the much larger opponent. Of course, the Golden School of the Tiger style, they do emphasize fighting larger opponents, because the forces of evil will tend to send monsters after you. So, Tiger Mask 2, trained by the original AWL's version of Tiger Mask. He knows how to deal with people bigger than him. He also knows to get into the ring with plenty of time remaining, just in case something goes wrong. Stomping away on the elbow, and that's smart. Take away the arm, you take away the Dominator. And that's the right arm, you take away the chokeslam, going for the, looks like the Tiger Breaker. Yes, got him up! Not entirely sure how, but he did get the giant off his feet into that Tiger Breaker, but not a lot of oomph on that. Barely hit it. Tag made. Are we going to go for the double Darkness Driver? Yes, we are. Early in the bout. Tag team Hisatsu as a double Darkness Driver. They've won titles and they've defended titles with that move. Into the cover, referee a bit slow here, and Matt Classic Sr. knowing what was, big thrust kick from Taika Sadaku. All fair game, you come into the ring, it's all fair game. And Matt with a bit of a shot from the outside. Don't you pull that with me, kitten. Kyojin Kobayashi back to his feet, looking very much the worse for wear. Kyojin Kobayashi, by far the least experienced wrestler of this quartet. And I did double check the records. Matt Classic Sr., Kyojin Kobayashi have never teamed together before. So I'm not, there's a reason we haven't seen a tag yet. I don't think Kyojin Kobayashi is even thinking to make a tag. Oh, wait a minute, Hurricane Rana! He's going for the Tiger Feint kick, Black Tiger kick. He's got it. Darkness falls on the giant, rolls away. He's thinking, am I going to go for cover? No, I'm not. I'm going to go for the leg drop. Darkness falls. He may be looking now for the Darkness Driver. Can he get him up? And no, he cannot. Kyojin Kobayashi, everybody expects a giant to be, and there's the move he used on Satoshi Tobu in the locker room, the Dominator, into the cover, 1, 2, kick out with some authority by Tiger the Dark. Kyojin Kobayashi trying to pump himself up here. I think it's working. Clotheslines aplenty. Irish whip into the neutral corner. Big backsplash off of the ropes. Oh, and a low cross body block, but for him, low cross body is as high as you need to get. And Koji Kobayashi needs to tag Matt Classic right now. Oh, what's this? Ooh, STO! Space Tornado Ogawa. 11 minutes and change. Plenty of time. There's been no tag on the side of the singles champions. And remember for the and boom, sit out power slam. Not the Darkness driver, but very close to it. Again, broken up by Matt Classic Sr., who is itching for a fight. Every time he's come in to break up a fall, he's taken it to somebody. Not exactly bending the rules. It's well within the referee's 5 count. And now, okay, now attacking Tiger Mask 2 on the outside. The kick to the head barely reaches the nipple. As Kyojin Kobayashi in a little bit of trouble here. Off his feet, and that's never where you want to be if you're someone like Kyojin Kobayashi. There's that other leg drop. As Tiger Mask 2 returns to the corner where he belongs. Tiger the Dark, Hurricane Rana back into the corner, he's going for it again. Tiger, feint kick, Black Tiger strike. And that leads, Darkness falls. Tiger Zadaku from the Black School of the Tiger style. The forces of good and evil aligned in the unified school.
5 minutes passed.
5 minutes in, a powerbomb 1, 2 broken up. And again, that's all Matt Classic's been able to do since the Giant hasn't been able to make a tag yet. What is this? Tiger Mask not being able to pull whatever he's going to do. And there's that simple clothesline. Effective incredible. As they're a third of the way through the time limit. Kyojin Kobayashi, again, not making a single tag. He's not a tag team wrestler. He doesn't think, I'm tired, I can get out of here and take a breather, take a rest, take a timeout. There are timeouts in wrestling. They're called tags. As Tiger Zadaku stomping away. He has been wearing... There's the neck breaker. Tiger the Dark has been wearing down Kyojin Kobayashi, and there you see cutting the ring off, making it more difficult. Hurricane Rana back across the red rope of the Hinamaru. Tiger, feint, kick, Black Tiger style. Darkness falls. And this time he's got to go for the cover. There's 1, 2, 3, and I think Matt Classic just gave up, and I don't blame him. That was terrible tag team wrestling. 2 great men lost to 1 great team.
Here are your winners, the Animated Wrestling League World's Tag Team Champions, Tiger Mask W.
And Tiger the Dark just pinned the Intercontinental Champion. That's going to come up next week, I imagine. So click that subscribe button, enable notifications, do all that YouTube stuff. We will see you next week. But for tonight, korede kimarida.